Hi guys, it's Theresa here of Larkin Design. Welcome to my 2017 Project Life album. Today I'm working on week 21. I'm using digital products from the Lily Pad. This is the Memory Pockets monthly kit from May called Fling. And I'm also using this set of add-on papers from Allison Pennington called Revel. So let's get started. I did not record my digital process this week. I'm going to hold off from recording my digital processes for the next couple of weeks so that I can focus on my class that is now in session called In My Pocket Memory Keeping. And what I do want to share with you is my embellishing process. Once I have the layout created and printed, I use my Canon Pixma IX6820 and I'm printing on 13 by 19 Staples brand matte photo paper and then trimming it out to 12 by 12. And then today's process is the embellishing process. So I'm going to use Amy Tangerine's brand new collection called Hustle and Heart. It just landed on my doorstep and I couldn't wait to dive in. So if you ask me what is this CHA release must-have, it's these enamel pin stickers. I love them, and so I decided that I want to use the one that says Lucky on this layout. It pulls in all the colors from the digital kit, and of course Amy's collections always have a broad range of colors that you can use with pretty much anything, and just a lot of fun ephemera in this kit. Another excellent Thicker's alphabet, of course, and you guys know my favorite, the puffy hearts. So yes, I'm going to use a lot of puffy hearts on this layout too. And so I'm just going through and sort of pulling out some of my favorites, some of the things that I think I might want to use on my layout already, and just sort of getting a feel for the products and the ephemera in this kit. And then I'm ready to jump in. And so I'm going to start with my date card here. This is week 21 and it's May 21 through 28 or 27, something like that. I grabbed my date card or my sticky note to remind me so that I put the right date on it. There was also in the digital kit, there were these hexagons, and one of them had the number 5 for May. So I added those digitally before I printed the layout. And now I have a great home base for the date and other ephemera that I choose to add to the card here. And so I'm going to use the alphabet for the week 21, and then I'm going to use this Dear Lizzie stamp to create my date. And I'm using Stays On ink. That's pretty much my staple. I just use that just to keep it simple so I don't have to ask myself like what color ink do I want to use today. And it also gives a good contrast against a pattern. If you're stamping on white, I think colored ink is great, but for stamping on patterns, black is probably the best, so you get the best contrast here. I also have, this is my little bucket of stamps that I'm just collecting on my desk right now. They're miscellaneous stamp sets from LA Studio and from Gossamer Blue, and there's also one from Pink Paisley, Oh My Heart. And I'm just keeping those on there. They're really on my desktop. They're really seasonal stamps, so most of them related to summer, related to spring, a couple of travel sets in there. And so I just pull from those whenever I need a stamped sentiment here. And I wanted to put a stamped sentiment inside that other hexagon at the top of the page. And then there's a puffy sticker. And that that card is done. So I have this photo here of some of the flowers in our front on our front porch. And there's a bit of white space on this photo because this is one of the pots that's next to the house, and so that's the corner of the garage that's on the right hand side. So I'm going to use that as a backdrop for some stamped elements, and then this little green ephemera that says she dreams big. And that's fun. And then there's also space for a little bit of these glitter foam thickers. Those are also going to be a must-have for the season. Those are awesome. There's a set of gold thickers in that pack, and then the other side is white. So I also left myself, let's see, this is a journaling card, a 3x4 card that I'm working in, and it just has little multicolored scallops. So I'm going to use that as a journaling card for handwritten, so those scallops become the lines. I don't know if it really works or not. It's fun though. So just journaling a little bit about this week. Some of the other stories from that particular week are Addison had his awards ceremony at school, so he's getting ready to graduate from middle school here, and that was just a source of pride for all of us. So that photo in the lower left hand corner is of me and Alan at his awards ceremony. And so if you're a parent, then when your kid succeeds, of course you're proud of them and you feel like you've succeeded in some way too. And that was definitely kind of sums up that week for both me and Alan, and for Addison too, that there was a degree of success and we should celebrate. So we did. You'll also notice I took that yellow journaling spot from the Amy Tangerine collection and I cut it in half. So I'm using the lined portion here, and then the other half of it I'm going to use on the other side of the layout. That's a great way to stretch your supplies, right? And that side, that's pretty much all I'm going to do on that side. So let's move over to the other side here. And during that week, Natalie also had learned how to do some string painting art. And so she wanted to show us how to do it, and we spent a little time on Sunday painting and getting our fingers dirty. And I took this great picture of their fingers all covered in paint, and I added just a few ephemera to that photo, and then I put down that lucky pin. And y'all, I just need about like 10 of those lucky pins because they're so cute. So definitely a new favorite product. I also am going to journal just a little bit again about Addison and his awards ceremony. And then also I was thrilled and delighted that my hydrangea has a little tiny bloom, and that was unexpected. We weren't sure if it was going to bloom this year or not, and so it popped up. I used this calendar card here. This is a Paisley Press calendar card that's part of the NPM kit. And I'm just going to highlight here, literally, with an office highlighter. I'm going to highlight what week it is. And I also stamp those little hearts as sort of like a parentheses to show what week we're in. It's a fun way to add your date as well. Now, I noticed when I printed out my layout, there was a text block that I had left out. So I'm using that favorite memories yellow journal spot that I had cut in half. I'm just covering up that text block, and then I added a little heart there, and not worry about the little tiny oopsie that I made. So no problem there. I'm looking now for something to go in the photo with the hydrangea bloom, just as a little accent for that. So there's some tags in that ephemera pack and some other fun things. I ended up going with this gold yay speech bubble, and I'm just going to adhere it to the top of the photo. And then I also wanted to add a little something to this photo of Addison. I'm ending up just using one of the glitter foam pieces. And then that wraps up this layout. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you will like and comment and subscribe. And I'll see you back here again soon. Thanks again, you guys. Bye-bye.